Okay, so we are going to go over the difference between the foam roller and the rumble roller. If you're one of my patients, this is one of the most common questions that I get, and I find that if you use them the same, you're not going to get the most benefit that you can out of it. So we're going to show you what I found to be a really effective way of using the foam roller and a really effective way to use the rumble roller. And we're going to use, for the example, we're going to work the quad IT band. So the foam roller has, this is a black one. The density is determined by the color. So the black is the most dense that you could find. But this shouldn't really hurt. You shouldn't cringe while you're doing this. It should be that good hurt. So if it does, one, see doctor, chiropractor, physical therapist, somebody, just make sure there isn't something else going on. But two, if there isn't, drop down to a lower density foam roller that has a little bit more cushion, a little bit more give, and as your tissues get healthier, as your muscles get healthier, you'll be able to tolerate more and more compression. So for the foam roller, this takes a little bit of grace, a little bit of finesse. I'm on, here's your quad, here for the core muscles, IT band here. So the IT band is one of the biggest culprits of knee pain, especially in runners, IT band syndrome. I find that the IT band itself can be a problem, but what is often overlooked is the line between the quad and the IT band. Those tissues have to slide together, and with overuse they can really get gunked up. And if you don't free this up, or at least try to address this and focus on this area, you're going to miss a little bit of what you can accomplish out. So that's where we are. We're right on that line. And we're just going to roll here. And it's slow, but again, it's that good hurt. And you're just going to roll up. And you'll only be able to do increments on the big leg, just because you're going to lose your balance here. You could do just a few passes here. Don't go faster than this, and you'll feel it working. And if you feel a spot, just kind of roll over it a little bit. And then to move up, which is really to move down the leg, just move that foam roller down. And it is that good hurt. So if you find a spot, just kind of roll back and forth over that one spot. You'll feel it start to just dissipate a little bit. And just move all the way down. Just work all the way down that quad, all the way to the knee. And you can do this a few times. So once you get to that knee, just be a little careful. You don't want to get on the kneecap, and you actually have some sensitive structures right above it. So just go until it's comfortable, and again, good pain versus bad pain. If it's a good hurt, probably okay. If it's a bad pain, either you're doing something wrong or something else is wrong. Just as an aside, for the IT band, you got to look at the TFL. The TFL is the top of the IT band. It's the muscular component of it, if you will. It's a good way to think about it. But it helps to stabilize that hip laterally, as does the IT band. So as you're walking, it'll prevent that hip from jutting out sideways. So it's going to be contracting to hold that pelvis stable. So with any sort of IT band issue, you've got to address that. And that's right up. That's if you find the top of your hip, the top of your iliac crest, just drop down, and that's the muscle right in here. So that's going to be a component, and again, same thing. Be careful, stay away from the bone itself. That's going to be really sensitive. But right on that TFL and the back of the glute, the back of the hip is the glute. Props. But just get into the TFL. All the kids are saying that. No one ever speaks words anymore, it's just all abbreviations and acronyms. And then you can just sit back and work the glute if you want to. again, just real slowly. Take some time. Alright, so that is foam rolling, and then you can follow with a series of stretches for the quad and the hip if you want. The rumble roller, a bit more medieval looking, a bit more aggressive. I find a little more effective. Try to bypass the look of horror on your face the first time you see it. It's actually very good. So again, we're targeting that area here. And so the knobs are going to act as trigger points. And so you're going to want to go super, super slow. That was a bump in the top. Super slow. And you find one of those spots, and instead of rolling on it, you're just going to hold it. If you go too fast over these tissues, it's just going to bother, it's just going to aggravate it. The texture of the rumble roller gets so deep, so much deeper than the foam roller that it's just going to hurt and not be effective. You know, the goal here is to get things to let go. So the more pain you're in, the more your body is going to respond by just tightening up, and it's going to be really counterproductive. So you really want to walk that line and find again that good hurt. So I've worked probably a couple of inches worth of my quad. And then again, I've got a nice little spot in between my quad and so really just slower and just be engaged and be an active participant in it. This shouldn't be a mindless activity. So again, if you want to get up into the TFL, you're just going to find the top of your hip, just drop down just a little bit until you feel the muscle. And that's where you're going to go. In the back of the hip into the glute, and again, just slow compression. I feel it will start to loosen up. And then again, just follow that with a series of stretches. And that's the difference between using a foam roller and using a rumble roller. Both can be really effective, but I think it's really important to know how to use it to really get the most out of it. Okay.